We're talking with Karen Yates from Minden, Nevada, who's president of the National Court Reporters Association. For those of us who don't know, Karen, where is Minden?
Minden, Nevada is in northern Nevada, and if you know where Reno is, it's up against the Sierra Nevada mountains, and if you go 45 miles directly south, kind of right down the hill from Lake Tahoe, that's the agricultural valley I live in, Minden, Nevada.
And how do we get from Minden to being president of NCRA?
Well, I was first was trained and working in New Jersey, and I moved to Colorado from there, and while in Colorado I learned about volunteering for an association. I was on Colorado's board of directors for a couple of years, and then I moved to Nevada and almost immediately started volunteering for the Nevada Court Reporters Association, and through the years just kept moving along, doing a little bit more, started volunteering for NCRA, I would say in the mid to late 90s, and just every year was asked to do a little bit more and eventually wound up on the board, which has been the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my career.
And how much does the job pay?
It's all paid in smiles, hugs, and the gratitude of our members. That's the best I can hope for, and it's the most I ever hoped for.
So you have a reporting job as well then?
I do. I've been a court reporter for 37 years, and I have been a cart provider full-time for 10 years, and probably the last 2 to 3 years I've done almost nothing but remote cart from my home.
You get to travel quite a bit as president?
I do, and you know, when you asked about what does the job pay, I would say one of the rewards really is the opportunity to go to other parts of the U.S. and, as a matter of fact, other parts of the world, to meet other reporters, other people who earn their living making a record of the spoken word, and being able to really understand how other people do things, learn from them, and have the opportunity to teach them about how NCRA does things.
And what does the reporting landscape look like now in the U.S.?
You know, it's really varied. I still believe that it's a very healthy profession. I encourage anyone interested in coming into it. We are a little short on numbers for what we need, and especially in my field, in CART, I think that what we're going to find is that's where the most growth will be in the future. We need people who are good, strong, real-time writers, who write fast and clean, and as the community of people with hearing loss, those who are deaf or hard of hearing, become accustomed to having access to their television programs and their movies through captions, when they go out into the community now, when their politicians give speeches, when they go into the classroom, when they go to theater events, any number of things, anywhere they go, to the hospitals, to doctor's appointments, they're going to want access through the spoken, through the written word as people are speaking, and only at this point stenographic court reporters provide that highest level of communication access.
Traditional areas for court reporting, in the courts, for example, we hear news about, for example, in Utah, where reporters are facing replacement with electronic recording. What do you tell reporters about that?
I think it's really sad, because I think there's a misunderstanding, a lack of education about the real value that court reporting services bring to the courtroom. And what they're going to find is, as they're letting court reporters go, and that is happening in a couple of places around the country because of these tough economic times, they are going to discover later that when our new tech-savvy attorneys come into the courtroom to put on their cases, they're not going to have the talent, the court reporting talent there to fulfill the need that really makes their case the best it can be, and that is most beneficial to the judge, jury, parties, and the attorneys especially.
You talked with your president's message in Anaheim about 10 by 10. What is that?
Our 10 by 10 campaign is a recognition that what we need is for our profession, for our clients, and for the public to understand what it means to be the most proficient court reporter and captioner. And the best way to demonstrate that is through our certifications, to show the world that we are the best we can be. And so in 10 by 10, we are asking each reporter to talk to 10 of their peers and convince them to either become certified if they're not certified, or to go for more advanced or specialized certifications by the year 2010.
Can we talk again later about how we're doing?
Absolutely.